The big story in the continent of Asia during the 13th century was all about the Mongols. In 1206, after uniting the Mongol tribes, Temujin was proclaimed Khan of the Mongol Empire, taking the name Genghis Khan. Under the leadership of Genghis, the Mongols conquer western Xia and peacefully absorb the Uyghurs into the empire. In 1215, he captures Beijing, and his grandson Kublai Khan is born. This guy will be super important later on. From 1218 to 1227, Genghis directs his effort westward, sweeping through and taking control of the Khwarezm Shah dynasty. His attacks devastated Islamic Central Asia for a time, but eventually led to a greater expansion of the Silk Road, further connecting the eastern and western worlds. Genghis died in 1227 and at his request was buried in an unknown location somewhere in Mongolia. Ogadai, Genghis' third son, is formally elected as Khan of the Mongol Empire, and he turns his father's headquarters at Karakorum into a capital city. The Mongols conquer the Korean Peninsula. One of Genghis' grandsons, Batu Khan, and his Mongols sweep into Russia, where they and their descendants become known as the Golden Horde. It is said that around this time, handheld firearms in the form of hand cannons start appearing in battles. Kublai Khan is elected Great Khan of the Mongols. During this time, there was infighting amongst the various descendants of Genghis Khan. Famed explorer Marco Polo was 17 years old when he set off for Asia with his father and uncle. The adventures from this trip were later documented in the book that made him famous, The Travels of Marco Polo. Kublai Khan chooses a name for his new dynasty in China, calling it Ta Yuan, Great Origin. The Mongols attack Japan for the first time and do not do well. Kublai Khan moves the Mongol capital to what is now Beijing. Marco Polo is presented to Kublai Khan in Xanadu, and according to his own account, makes a very good impression. The last holdouts from the Song dynasty are eradicated, and Kublai Khan takes control of a united China. Beijing becomes, for the first time, the capital of China. The Mongols attack Japan a second time and do even worse than the first time. Kublai Khan dies and is succeeded by his grandson Timur. The Yuan Dynasty ruled well into the late 14th century.